The Soyuz program is a human spaceflight program that was initiated by the Soviet Union in the early 1960s, originally part of a moon landing project intended to put a Soviet cosmonaut on the Moon. It was the third Soviet human spaceflight program after the Vostok and Voskhod program. The program consists of the Soyuz spacecraft and the Soyuz rocket and is now the responsibility of the Russian Federal Space Agency. Since the retirement of the Space Shuttle in 2011, all human spaceflights to and from the International Space Station have been carried out using Soyuz. Soyuz rocket. The launch vehicles used in the Soyuz expendable launch system are manufactured at the Progress State Research and Production Rocket Space Center in Samara, Russia, as well as being used in the Soyuz program as the launcher for the manned Soyuz spacecraft. Soyuz launch vehicles are now also used to launch unmanned Progress supply spacecraft to the International Space Station and commercial launches, marketed and operated by TSSKB Progress and the Starsem Company. There were 11 Soyuz launches in 2001 and 9 in 2002. Currently Soyuz vehicles are launched from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan and the Plesis Cosmodrome in northwest Russia and, starting in 2011, Soyuz launch vehicles can now also be launched from the Guiana Space Center in French Guiana. The spaceport's new Soyuz launch site has been handling Soyuz launches since the 21st of October 2011, the date of the first launch. As of July 2014, 8 Soyuz launches had been made from French Guiana, all successful. Soyuz spacecraft. The basic Soyuz spacecraft design was the basis for many projects, many of which never came to light. Its earliest form was intended to travel to the Moon without employing a huge booster like the Saturn V of the Soviet N-1 by repeatedly docking with upper stages that had been put in orbit using the same rocket as the Soyuz. This and the initial civilian designs were done under the Soviet chief designer Sergei Pavlovich-Korolev, who did not live to see the craft take flight. Several military derivatives took precedence in the Soviet design process, though they never came to pass. A Soyuz spacecraft consists of 3 parts: a spheroid orbital module, a small aerodynamic re-entry module, a cylindrical service module with solar panels attached. There are several variants of the Soyuz spacecraft, including Soyuz A7K9K1 1K Circumlunar Complex Proposal, Soyuz 7K Manned Spacecraft Concept, Soyuz 9K Proposed Booster, Soyuz 11K Proposed Fuel Tanker, Soyuz 7K OK, Soyuz 7K L1 Zond, Soyuz 7K L3 Lock, Soyuz 7K OKS, Soyuz 7KT or Ferry, Soyuz 7KT A97KMF6, Soyuz 7K Trademark, Soyuz T, Soyuz Trademark, Soyuz TMA, Soyuz Acts, Soyuz TMAM, Soyuz MS. Military Soyuz, Soyuz P Manned Satellite Interceptor Proposal, Soyuz R Command Reconnaissance Spacecraft Proposal, Soyuz 7KTK, Soyuz PPK Revised version of Soyuz P, Soyuz 7K Vyazovezhda Space Station Proposal, Soyuz OIS, Soyuz Obvy Space Station Proposal, Soyuz 7KS Military Transport Proposal, Soyuz 7K and Concept for Soyuz T and Trademark. Derivatives. The Zond spacecraft was another derivative, designed to take a crew traveling in a figure-8 orbit around the Earth and the Moon but never achieving the degree of safety a political need to be used for such. Finally, the Progress series of unmanned cargo ships for the Salyut and Mir space laboratories used the automatic navigation and docking mechanism of Soyuz. While not a direct derivative, the Chinese Japanese Shensho spacecraft follows the basic template originally pioneered by Soyuz. Gallery. Soyuz manned flights. See List of Soviet manned space missions and List of Russian manned space missions. Soyuz unmanned flights.